are back after our 1 minute intermission. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for an absolute barn burner.
I think
this is bad blood.
If you hear this crowd, it's going to be split here.
I am so fired up for this one. I love a fight where the two guys genuinely hate each other, and that's this one. Michael McClendon cannot stand Erik Coon. Absolutely can't stand him. He blocked him on all social media. He got so tired of him. Erik Coon has a genuine gift at getting under his opponent's skin. He did it in the last fight against Mitchell Vaughn. That didn't go too well for him, though.
No.
Mitch Vaughn was hungry in that fight.
Mitch Vaughn put his head in his chest, and I think he got a little bit extra pop on his slams because of that.
Yeah, I think I see that same hunger in Michael McClendon. He is so fired up to fight Erik Coon. He says my stand-up's better, my karate's better.
It'll be interesting to see because what we got to see of Erik Coon's stand-up was very sharp last time, so I'm interested to see that battle here.
Well, we spoke earlier about both of them being karate experts. Interestingly enough, Mr. McClendon here trains under the Karate Combat champion, Ross Levine. So both of these guys coming from highly touted karate backgrounds, karate gyms.
Now here is the X factor. When you got two guys that are high-level strikers, you got to take a look at the grappling. This is an MMA match. I don't know if Michael McClendon trains in jiu-jitsu, but I know that Erik Coon trains at Category 5.
And he had some very good submission attempts off of his back in that last fight with Mitchell Vaughn.
To me, that's the X factor. I don't know enough about Michael McClendon's ground game. And if it hits the mat, I think Erik Coon might have the advantage.
And we see Sheldon Starcher being a good teammate even after a loss. He's back there in the corner for his teammates.
I love that the Starcher brothers have joined Category 5.
It's very good for them.
I think it's a great move. And Coon is such a great training partner for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to find sparring partners for anybody who's under 155, and when you've got 3, 4 of them
they've got
in
a
the same
stable.
gym, yeah.
Yeah. And some excellent talent. I feel like these are guys like Erik Coon, Sheldon, and Preston Starcher. These are guys who in about 3 years are going to be really dangerous fighters. Look at this crowd.
And the crowd seems pretty evenly split. I feel like we might end up having some scraps in the crowd depending on how this one goes down.
This place is about to be
I want to have a battle royale. I want everybody to fight everybody.
Can I sit here and commentate it?
Yes.
I think I'll join you.
We'll call the whole fights.
Listen to this place. Oh, man. Don't blink.
And here we go. Beautiful side kick out of the gate from McClendon, and he immediately goes for that clinch.
This is about to be a high-pace first round.
Coon's thinking about that single leg, though, and there it is. Beautiful
Oh, he
slam.
held the cage and still got slammed.
And here's what I talked about. I feel like Coon probably has the advantage here on the ground. Right out of the gate, we see him start to grapple.
Although we're seeing his opponent here using a decent guard, although he's passed now.
He's recovered, and he's got to full guard again. He's definitely training some jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
We see that. So that makes this even more interesting. He's got his head pressed up against the cage. This is a bad spot.
But now he's at that spot where he's gotten perpendicular to the cage where he can start to kick off of it and maybe look to isolate that arm If I
which
were
is
Erik
in a
Coon-
terrible spot.
Yeah, if
That
I were
arm's
Erik
in a
Coon,
bad
you need to get
spot.
that elbow out of that position.
Oh, and McClendon's going for a triangle choke here.
And it looks like he's fairly
He's
close.
over the shoulder. But
Oh,
let's see if he can get his angle.
Erik needs the posture. He doesn't need to hit him.
Oh!
Erik needs
There's
the
the
posture.
armbar. Oh, man, he's out.
Some big
But
shots there,
he's
too.
He's going for the leg.
He's very close to a backside position. I don't know how skilled he is in those positions, but Erik Coon's trying to make him pay for that submission attempt.
Oh, man, Coon did a great job passing, but he's back in guard. McClendon has great guard recovery.
This crowd, there are people standing everywhere.
Now we're back up to a good
It
high
looks
guard.
like he's got a guillotine. No.
No, he's just playing a very, very high guard, but he's constantly threatening wrist control and elbow control.
I thought he was reaching up for the neck at one point until Coon postured.
Pushing off the cage again. Now here's the thing, you can generate a preternatural amount of strength off of that, pushing off against the cage. And as the top guy—
It's strange how he's digging under the neck. It almost looks like he's thinking like Ezekiel choke. He was trying to sneak that left hand under the throat.
Uh-oh.
He's getting very high though.
Yeah.
A little bit more arm control, and that could have been an armbar from McClendon.
And with 30 seconds,
The ref stands him.
Ref Nate Jolly stands him
And
up.
Erik Coon is not happy about that.
Good defensive guard work by McClendon, though. I'm not opposed to that stand-up. I don't think we were really going anywhere there.
I think Coon expected to get right out the round, though.
Yeah.
He had that round sealed.
We're seeing a pretty evenly matched stand-up here. I would like to see that initial exchange again, see who started that clinch, because it seemed to me like McClendon might have been the one that entered into the clinch. He threw a nice side kick, and then
He
just
did. He went straight into the plum.
Yeah, and then I don't think that he really wants to be in the clinch with Erik Coon. I think Erik's maybe just a little bit more polished of a grappler. Although
I think we might see a lot more striking in the opening.
Here's
of
the
this next
takedown.
round.
And you can see
Beautiful single leg.
lucky he didn't get a point taken away for that
Right,
cage
yeah.
grab. That was pretty egregious, but he was able to take him down anyway.
The
so.
Daniel Cormier, that high crotch.
Yeah. Daniel Cormier and Pajares used that very well a lot too.
If you can, it's strange. Like it's leverage.
Yeah,
if you can
once
get
you-
under the hips, it's so easy to lift.
If you can
make
get
that
your
lift.
hips close and get underneath of the crotch, then you can get that big lift. And where you really get a lot of action is when you get good at interplaying that with running the pipe. Going to back step to run the pipe, and when they come close, alternating with that. You see DC do that probably better than anybody.
This crowd is chanting. They are on their feet, ladies and gentlemen.
you have McClendon's crowd is in Erik's corner, and you got Erik's crowd is in McClendon's corner, and it's a very interesting dynamic we got going on right now. Listen to this place, man. I love it. Here we go, start of round two.
Nice left hook from
Boys are
McClendon.
trading now.
There was a good right hook in that exchange from Erik Coon too. Oh, nice straight right hand.
And Erik shakes his head and says he blocked it, but he didn't.
That's for the judges, maybe. Good fake there. It is interesting watching the karate style. I love it. I know that it's not the most favorably looked upon style in MMA,
Beautiful
but
jab from Erik Coon.
the distance management is so beautiful. Good front leg roundhouse around the outside by McClendon.
McClendon's taken the center of the octagon. He's got better ring control than Mr. Coon, but Coon is staying on his bike, looking to counter. He's doing an excellent job. Oh, big
man.
right hand. And that came because Coon set up that knee without using his hands.
Now we see Coon looking for Uchigari on the underhook side. Nice knee to the body.
There we go. We see McClendon digging that underhook a little deeper, trying to use it.
But he's got the head over that foot. If he can grab that ankle, he can hit that ankle pick. Now he's transitioning back to the single leg. Good whizzer use by McClendon, though. Now he goes back to Soto.
They're just kind of jockeying for this position up against
I'd like
the
to
cage
see
here.
Now he might, if he can get his hands connected, he can finish this double. If he can get his hands connected, he's right in front of us. Good splitting the legs and running man by McClendon, keeping those hips wide.
I'd like to see McClendon.
And now Coon, look at that.
Switch that underhook.
Nice takedown from Erik Coon.
He's in a position where he might be able to hit a cow catcher if he can start
He's
to
right there, he can turn him.
Now he can go to, he loses the head though. Now I think Coon is going to posture up in front of us.
Big left hand. Coon looks at us before he throws that left hand.
Walking the hips up, beautiful stuff.
And he's settled into a nice position here, but there's the triangle again.
Looking for a triangle, but Coon's out of it.
Too much sweat. It was a good attempt.
He ended up there twice.
Now Coon's got to control him here and not get regarded right away.
But McClendon does a really good job cutting the hips back in, getting back to guard. And there he does it.
Too tightly connected to the head there just a little bit. Was why he was able to regard. But overall, good work here by Erik Coon.
Coon's got good heavy pressure here. He's just going to ride this round out on top. You got to think that's 2 rounds up for Mr. Coon.
I would agree. And interestingly enough, I thought he was maybe slightly on the losing end of the striking exchanges in that round, but that Category 5 jiu-jitsu is just what has put him over the edge here.
That's something I really thought would be a factor in this fight, and it's turned out it was.
And it really, I'm sure it speaks to the improvements that he's made, but also to the level of wall wrestling that Mitchell Vaughn had, that he was able to dominate those exchanges with Erik Coon.
I am very impressed with McClendon's guard.
I am as well.
Yeah.
Threw up that triangle there and almost went to the omoplata. It's just too much sweat. Very difficult this late in a fight. I wonder what kind of advice they're giving in the corner of McClendon. I would imagine that it's mostly stay out of the clinch at all costs. Get that crow cop.
Yeah, he's got to stay on his bike and try to get away from him. Actually, just use his striking because, like you say, he's been getting the better of the exchanges on the feet.
That's one of the interesting things about that striking style, where you're covering a lot of distance with feints and lifting the lead leg and coming in with sliding side kicks and that kind of stuff, is it does bring your hips in a lot closer than some of the more classical straight punches from boxing and Muay Thai.
Both times, he's ended up with his back against that fence, though. He's got to stop Coon from getting him there.
Yeah, as soon as clinch connections are made, he's got to be crow cop style, 2 hands on the chin, get me out of here.
This place is going to be so loud this round.
And our 3rd and final round is underway. No glove touch from these guys. That's not surprising. And you see McClendon's got that hand posted. He's just trying to keep that distance.
Yep.
Back into the clinch here now. Coon's got double underhooks. Working again for those trips. Now he's around to the back.
This is exactly where Coon wants it to be. He knows he's got the grappling advantage now.
He just pulls him down on top of him with that body lock.
And he's capitalizing on it.
Now Mitchell's still got his head hooked, which is the only thing saving him from getting his back cleanly taken here. And he's up against the fence. But Coon's starting to work that head out. Now I think he's going to come up to mount. Beautiful transition. There was a big battle there for who was going to end up on top. I think we might have just seen the winner of this fight decided in that transition. Beautiful work by Erik Coon.
Coon's all over him here.
And this is the beginning of the end, I think. Nate Jolly's taking a really close look.
We do still have 2 minutes left here in this round, though. He needs to be careful. Now he's flattened him out, though. We got to build up.
McClendon's still working, though. He's moving.
Man, the ref's really letting this one go.
He's moving, though. He's trying to
work
work his way out of there. But it's getting bad. That's it.
Just a lot of unanswered shots.
TKO victory Erik Coon earns his first win. And a beautiful performance. The karate master has used jiu-jitsu to win the fight.
Os.
Beautiful. Beautiful performance from Erik Coon. The guy is so serious about the sport. He's so confident. And I think he's going to go really far. He's so young as well.
I agree. If he can keep training hard, especially at a good gym like he is.
Well, you see he's well-rounded. You know, he not only is he a very high-level striker, he's getting to be an excellent grappler.
And he's from that newer generation of karate practitioners who have good punches mixed in with their kicks, right? Like that kind of that post-Wonder Boy era, post-Machida era.
And that's vital.
And he's definitely more in that like Wonder Boy bucket than the Machida bucket
Yep.
of the like kind of American karate style.
Excellent work from Erik Coon. Michael McClendon, though, for his first fight, looked excellent.
Yeah, I was very impressed. His composure was good. He was dragging the referee back to get his mouthpiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by TKO. Strikes from Mount in the third round. From St. Albans, West Virginia, the Goon, Erik Coon.
Erik the Goon Coon with his first MMA victory. This is a big moment for that young man, and I think it's the first of many.
I agree.